Welcome to the On Deck podcast on the LineStar YouTube channel. Alongside my co-host, Tyler Wiemann, I'm Shannon Sommerville, and we've got your top MLB player prop bets for today. Plus, as always, those home run calls of the day. And speaking of home run calls, yesterday, Jose Altuve delivered a nice dinger for us, cashed at plus 560. Tyler, I know you got a little better juice on that in some of the sports books. What did you get it at?
I got plus 950.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
Jose Altuve. Great call there on our home run calls. Unfortunately, our prop bets, they kind of stunk it up. Kyle Schwarber didn't deliver for us, and Ketel Marte were the two main picks for us yesterday. Although backups did all right. Vladdy Guerrero, always money at Rogers Center. Josh Naylor delivered as well. Manny Machado did not quite get there over the 1.5 hits, runs, RBI threshold that we needed him to. But hey, that plus 560, and if you were like Tyler and were able to find some pretty good value on that elsewhere in the sports books, congratulations to those of us who tailed there and counteracted all of our bad picks yesterday. So that was a nice win for us in that home run department. As always, using that dinger report on the LineStar app to help us make those home run calls. Go check it out at linestarapp.com. And speaking of LineStar app, we have a new app from the makers of LineStar. I know I've talked about it for quite a while now, but at this point, if you don't have the props optimizer, go ahead and go download it. It's free. And wherever you get your apps, it can help you out finding the best value in the prop market, whatever sports book you're playing, or if you're on the pick'em sites, just trying to find the best value. And you can also kind of design your own algorithm using a wide variety of filters. So it's kind of cool to play around with, and you can kind of see and dial into, some different trends or figure out what's working. So go check it out again. Props Optimizer is where you can find that wherever you get your apps. All right, let's talk about today's slate. Thursday, we got 5 games on deck. Hey, maybe you guys are off for Juneteenth today. Hope you guys are enjoying a nice day off, but let's attack this slate today, Tyler. We've got some games with some pretty high run totals, so where are you headed for your main prop bet of the day?
I'm going to roll with Brandon Nimmo over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. Our LineStar projection's 2.2. Consensus is 2. He's hitting 352 over the last 20 versus right-handed pitching, and in 19 plate attempts versus Strider. He's hitting 500 with a 563 ISO and 2 home runs. So shout out to those BVP truthers. This one's for you.
All right, guys. The BVP don't lie. All right. How about Jose Altuve? I'm going right back to him. Cash for me in that home run call. He's been hot lately, so I'm just going to ride the hot bat here, especially at a hitter-friendly venue like Sacramento. We're going over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. LineStar's projection 2.7. He was 3 for 4 last night with a home run. Hoping that trend continues tonight. He's got a 310 average in the month of June. He's heating up. 233 ISO, which measures raw power against lefties specifically. So in a great matchup for today, A's lefty Jacob Lopez is towing the rubber, and he's giving up a 289 average to righty bats. That's above average. And so is his home run per 9 rate at 1.9, almost a 2 home run per 9 rate. Plus, the bullpen behind him has been really bad. 30th in opponent average. I know we've got a lot of A's fans out there, but I'm sorry to tell you that bullpen has been just a liability for that team. So that's where I'm attacking here, especially considering the weather conditions in Sacramento. 78 degrees and a 13 mile per hour wind out to left field today. Sign me up for Jose Altuve. We're going right back there. So pairing that Altuve pick with Tyler's pick of Nimmo for the BVP truthers out there, throwing it on an entry. If that cashes, one randomly selected commenter will win $20 to enter in. Not only do you have to comment, but also make sure to like the video as well and be subscribed to the LineStar YouTube channel. You're in it to win it. And if you've got any locks for today, let us know in the comments. We're all trying to help each other out. We've got a very sharp community, so make sure to check out those comments, see what other people are rolling with as well. So those are our main picks, but we're not going to stop there. We got bonus picks to get to, Tyler. What else you got?
All right, bonus-wise, I'm going to go with Isaac Paredes over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. LineStar projection, consensus, both well over. This is obviously one of the better hitting environments of the game with, high 70s temps, wins in mid-double digits or mid-teens blowing out, I should say. And he's hitting 270 versus left-handed pitching over the last 150 games, and Lopez allowing a 5.49 ERA to right-handed bats. Houston's been hot. I think that just raises the chances of those runs and RBIs. Let's go Paredes.
Yeah, on the flip side of that matchup, that's where my bonus is. We're going to Brent Rooker over 1.5 bases. The Hits+Runs+RBI line is already at 2.5. I don't really like that. I'd rather just take him over 1.5 bases, and hopefully he hits a bomb to cash for us because LineStar actually has him as the second most likely to go yard today, according to our Dinger report. But for our purposes here with this prop bet, just need him to clear on over 1.5 base. As LineStar's projection is just over 2. He's a top 10% hitter against lefties, and in fact, his OPS on base plus slugging is 1082 compared to 778 versus righties. So just does great against lefties. In fact, he has a 328 ISO versus them this season. That's actually fourth highest on the slate today, minimum 50 at-bats. So he's got a tremendous amount of raw power when he's facing those southpaws. And today for the Houston Astros, it'll be their southpaw, Colton Gordon, who's giving up over a 300 average to righty bats, a 2.13 home run per 9 rate to righty bats as well. That is just way too high. 36% hard contact to them as well. So I like Rooker's chances here. Now, Houston has a good bullpen, but I think he can get to Gordon here. And hitter-friendly conditions, as we've already talked about, 78 degrees, 13-mile-an-hour wind out to left field. And as I said, maybe you also sprinkle him in for maybe a home run call for this slate. Brent Rooker over 1.5 bases, though, is what we're going with. And then one more for you. I'm going to Tampa Bay Rays bat that's been heating up, and that's Junior Caminero over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. LineStar's projection here is 2.8. He's been over this each of the last 5 games, and he's actually a top 20% hitter versus righties and has a 274 ISO against them. 417 average over the last 7 days. As I mentioned, he's kind of hot right now going up against Baltimore righty Charlie Morton, who ranks 225th versus righty bats. He's also giving up a 301 average and a 1.53 home run per 9 rate to righties as well. So Caminero's in an excellent position, especially when you consider the bullpen behind Morton, 25th versus righty bats. So don't mind Caminero here over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI for today. Anything else for you, Tyler?
Yep, we're going to go with Matty Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. 2.3 projection for LineStar. He's hitting 314 versus right-handed pitching over the last 20, 420 the last week, 40% hard contact, 94-mile-an-hour average exit velocity the last 2 weeks. And he's got a slew of good guys in front of him that can definitely help him get that RBI.
Yeah, that was an interesting game. I was trying to target it. Maybe I was thinking about maybe Ronald Acuna Jr. for my home run call. Didn't quite go there. We'll get to that in just a second. But those are our picks for today. Remember, all of our picks we're trying to find them on the Props Optimizer. So if you don't have that yet, go download it. And remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. All the things to enter you into our Prop Bets contest. Hopefully we can go 2 for 2 today. As a reminder, our picks, we're rolling with Altuve and Nimmo over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. But let us know what you're rolling with. Tell us your locks. We're all trying to help each other out and beat the books. Now it's time for home run calls of the day. Tyler, where are you headed for a dinger on this Thirsty Thursday?
I'm going to go with Brandon Lowe. Plus 354 a bomb. LineStar has him at an 18% chance. Charlie Morton's given up 1.5 home runs per 9. And Lowe's hitting 333 ISO with 5 home runs versus right-handed pitching the last 20 games. And he's top 5% in barrel rate over the last 2 weeks. He's hot. It's hot in Tampa, and I think the ball is going to go out for this lefty slugger.
Yeah, love that spot there for the lefty at Steinbrenner Field with that short porch in Tampa. All right, for my pick, I'm going with a contender for the AL Rookie of the Year. Houston Astros outfielder Cam Smith, plus 680 for a bomb. We're going with some value with this one. LineStar has him at a 19.2% chance of a bomb, though, so I think this is a great pick here. Considering he is 8 for 13 versus Oakland throughout this series with 2 home runs and 3 doubles. You're really starting to see him find his raw power. And speaking of raw power, the stat that measures that, ISO, he's got a 517 ISO versus lefties this season in 35 plate appearances, going up against A's lefty Jacob Lopez, who's giving up nearly a 2 home run per 9 rate to righty bats. He's also given up 6 home runs this season. 5 of those have come against righties, plus the bullpen, 28th in home run per 9 rate this season. They've actually given up 12 home runs in the month of June, second most in Major League Baseball. And we've got a great hitters environment at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. 78 degrees, 13-mile-an-hour winds out to left field. Gimme Cam Smith, the rookie, heating up in Sacramento. Let's go. Those are our calls for today for home runs. Hopefully we can make it 2 days in a row after cashing that Altuve pick, sticking with the Astros in this one. As always, you can check out our Dinger report to see who's got the best odds to go yard today. I'll just tell you our top 5, but we've got all the players listed there in that tool on the LineStar app, linestarapp.com for today. Bear with me. I just got to pull it up, load it here. We're going Shohei Ohtani with the highest projected odds for a bomb. Juan Soto has bumped up over Brent Rooker, Pete Alonso, and Kyle Schwarber round off the top 5 there. I got a comment the other day to keep it rolling with giving out those top 5. So Tyler, I had to do it for our community. They like the Dinger report for sure. Also good for DFS, right?
Yes, definitely helps to find some bats or stacks that, have a little higher odds to go in yard.
And speaking of DFS, make sure to check out Tyler's breakdown for all you DFS players out there. And that's going to do it for us today. We've also got an NBA show out as well because we've got Game 6 tonight. And Tyler, ever since I made the comparison to TJ McConnell to the bowling guy, I just can't unsee it now. TJ McConnell, that bowling guy. What did he say again? I made a little meme out of it the other day. Hold on, let me find it.
Who are you? I am. Or
Who
something
are you?
Like that?
I am. Do you guys remember this clip? Anyways, I crack myself up sometimes. Tyler, bear with me. It's
who do
Thirsty
you think
Thursday.
you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am. Love it.
Yeah.
All right. Classic clip on, what was it? ESPN The Ocho or something. That somebody clipped that, which I think is pretty funny. Anyways, good luck in all of your sports betting endeavors for this Thursday. If you've got any locks, drop them in the comments. Good luck to you on this Thursday. Hopefully we can cash some winners and set off the money gun to end the week tomorrow on Friday. By the way, Flex Friday coming your way tomorrow. We're going to have a 6-pick entry on deck for tomorrow. We're just sending it because it's Full Send Friday. Also still workshopping what the official title will be. Should it be Full Send Friday or Flex Friday? Let us know in the comments.
Full Send Friday.
Full Send Friday, because we don't flex. We just send it. All right, I like that better. Full Send Friday coming your way tomorrow. We'll see you guys back here then. See ya.